when you came back, you joined the Air Air Force reserves, um, and that's been a very big part of your life.
Been a tremendous part of my life. When I came back, I immediately went into the Air Force Reserve because I wanted to continue my military career. There's nothing I wanted more than to be able to retire from the military, to stay long enough to be able to retire. Well, I wasn't busy enough in the Air Force Reserve, so I joined the Florida Air National Guard. But some miraculous things happened to make that happen. Congressman Bill Chappell had an aide whose last name was Spence. And I don't know, I can't remember where I met him, but I did meet him, and he learned of my military background and the experiences that I had. And he said, "And you still want to serve?" I said, "Of course I do." He said, "I'm going to talk with the congressman." He says, "And I'll give you a call in a couple of weeks to let you know what he says." He said, "I have an idea that I'm going to run by the congressman." He talked to Bill Chappell. Bill evidently contacted the Department of Defense, and somehow, I guess it got to the president. But through Congressman Chappell, I got a presidential appointment as a captain in the Air Force Reserve. I was appointed to the rank of captain based on my education and my military experience. In order to be able to accept that rank, I had to find a unit to be stationed with. Well, I applied for the Florida Air National Guard at first, and I couldn't get in there. They said they had no openings. But there was a group that worked through the Jacksonville Fire Department called mobilization designees. And mobilization designees were reservists who would volunteer time with local government in times of storms and hurricanes and that sort of thing. And they got credit, military credit for that. So I joined the MOBDES, and I said, you know, I can't accept a no from the Air National Guard. They just don't know me. And I went back, and I prevailed upon the general to give to the colonel at that time to give me an opportunity to demonstrate what I could do with the National Guard. He said, "Okay, we'll take a chance on you." And I was appointed to the position of uh, Social Actions Officer for the Florida Air National Guard. From there, I met some of the finest people you could ever want to meet in all your life. And my career just simply took off. I was promoted to major, became the chief of social actions, was promoted to the rank of lieutenant colonel, and by the time I finished, uh, through the just unbelievable assistance of General, who was at that time Colonel Doug Burnett, Colonel Craig McKinley, who is now a four-star general at the Pentagon. These were the guys I worked for and who helped me along the way, along with some enlisted women. These were the women. They were NCOs, non-commissioned officers. These are the people who make officers look absolutely brilliant. And they took me under their wings and they made me look good. And as a result of all that help, I was promoted to the rank of lieutenant colonel and went to state headquarters. And the only reason I retired from the Air National Guard was because I had reached the maximum age. When I retired with a total of 32 years of military service and the rank of lieutenant colonel. Keep in mind, during all of those experiments in New Mexico, I was only an airman second class, 2 stripes.
Wow.
But that led, I firmly believe that that experience led to my being able to complete 32 years of military service. And if I could do it all over again, the only thing I would change is that ride through Mississippi. Other than that, I would do it all over again.
But that ride through Mississippi empowered you.
Yes, it did.
And had you not
Yes,
had
it
that
did.
experience, you may not have done some
Probably
of the
not.
things that
You're absolutely right. If I could change anything, I'd leave it all exactly the way it was and simply do it all over again. But military experience, that I just absolutely loved it. My wife shared it with me. Everywhere I went, she went with me, and it was wonderful. We had a great time.